What is up, guys? Raghavan here. I'm gonna play a brand new video. See, I'm gonna play a brand new game. This is the first time, like, I'm doing a recording of my face and my God, this is actually second playthrough. I played the game like before, and the footage was deleted. Like, I did it by mistake, guys. I seriously did it by mistake. I didn't know that the footage was not recording. So I'm playing it again. Taking this serious. It might actually be. I'll let the one slide. How does it sound? Glad you're understanding this. I'll let you get to your video game now. Oh my god, this game, guys. Game twisted us. I got two endings. Just like 10 minutes, maybe 10 or 15 minutes.
This is
But
the story of a man named Stanley.
I don't want to skip the intro.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I am stepping out of the office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I did everything.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna do what he is saying. Follow. And next time, I want you guys to let me know what and all I shouldn't follow. And let's go.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve this problem? Let it all up inside. Take it out passive aggressive. Over the slide. Over the slides. Do you want to see anything? lights, chats, charts, and slides. Number of slides and dislikes. Dude, oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna go through the door. I'm gonna open this like last time.
Stanley
Monster.
stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
See, you won't let me. You won't let me. Let me just stand here for like 10 seconds.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Let me just stay here and see what happens.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Let's see what.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Want us to go, guys?
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Goodness. How can you talk about me like talk?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Oh my god. I'm gonna stand here. Let's see what he does. What is he going to do? Wait. Was I able to jump? Was I able to jump? Oh my god, I am able to crouch. I didn't know that. Let me see. I mean, you guys are gonna get bored. Fine, I'll do that.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board.
Oh my
I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Oh, really?
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay, fine. You know what? I'm gonna go. 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 I'm Let me give the narrator a chance.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, next time I'm gonna go downstairs because I already know what is going to be there. But since this is the first time you guys are watching this, I'm gonna do it anyways. Wahaha, the boss. I didn't go upstairs. Washroom. To be rich isn't a crime. To commit crimes isn't to be rich. What a life it would be to have a pickup just once. Hmm. Let me go through here. Try to on this computer. Maybe these phones. What is this? Business things. Interesting, guys. I'm standing. Let me just.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Like seriously, I just checked the recording, or I have to do it again.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I'm gonna purposefully enter the wrong one.
2845.
Technically, only the.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Oh my goodness, this game. 2, 8, 4, 5. Was there a second door maybe? I heard a noise. Yeah, it's the same room, same place, same door. Or if you want to go back, just a few seconds and I get this on the parts. Slowly you will die. Wait, what? There is a pathway. There's something here. There's someone here. Or is it just right? It's just a black screen. Let's go back. Okay, we continue. I'm gonna go upstairs. I clicked upstairs. You saw it, right? He's doing it purposefully. It's loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Let me fight my death. The end is never, the end is never. See guys, see that this.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
But I'm still. But I am still like. What?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Who was this person?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Stanley's computer. Office layout. This is the office. Corridor. The two doors. This is the office. Button shut down. Oh wait, it's 5. 5, right? I remember that button when I first played. File cabinet, office computers. I don't know. This is a freedom ending which I got. This is the first ending, by the way. If you follow him to the mine factory and do, you will get into the freedom. This is also freedom. Oh, this is when the beta. Okay. The countdown. That's the countdown. Elevator. Sending. Signature depict an early version. The sending. escape menu. You can pause. Every possible option. Maintenance list. The meeting room. I've never been to this place. It's the first time. What's the development? I can understand these things. Okay, so should I go back? Now. Can I restart the game? Restart. Just the large.
When Stanley came to the lift, he travelled. Then he pushed the number 4 at the top of the facility to end this injustice forever. Number 6. Nothing there? Shoot. Well, try the other one then.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Thank you guys for watching. I wanted to end this short, I guess. I mean, there is a lot of things in this game. Stanley's Twitch. Room 427. Let everything, every person, every keyboard. What if I just right? Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Stanley's Paradise. I will see you guys in the next video.